Hi guys, it's Alyssa. I am here with another reading for you all. So today we are talking about why your person of interest is acting the way that they are acting. So if they are giving you like mixed signals or doing things that you just don't understand, whatever, we are hopefully going to be able to give you some insight into what the fuck is going on in their heads, who hurt them, why are they acting this way, etc. Full disclosure, this probably is not going to be the gentlest reading, just because, like, I always do a little meditation before I start a reading, and the vibes that I'm getting today are a little bit, just kind of to the point, straightforward, very blunt, very kind of in your face. Also, I'm going to be using my Kawaii Tarot deck, and contrary to its appearance, this is by far the bitchiest deck that I own. Just feels right to use it for this today. So, we have four options to choose from. For group 1, we have Selenite. For group 2, we've got Aventurine. For group 3, we have Bloodstone. And for group 4, we've got Tiger's Eye. So I will give you guys a moment to make your choices, and then we'll get started. Okay, y'all. We're hopping into this. Group 1, why is your person acting the way that they're acting? Your overall like energy for your reading, group 1, is TikTok. So this card talks about waiting, patience. It talks about like divine guidance as well. Right away I get this impression like your person that we're asking about is waiting for something. There is something that they're putting off, or something that they're waiting for to happen. Okay, let's find out what this is all about. We have the Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, oops, we have Three of Cups, and Three of Pentacles. Okay, so guys, this is a very, like, clear message that I'm getting right now. It seems to me like the person that you're thinking about is possibly involved with another person. And I'm saying that because we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. We have two threes. Threes can indicate third-party situations. I usually don't interpret them that way unless I really feel like it's relevant. And in this case, I do feel like it's relevant. Also, the number on this card is 30, so we have another 3 there. Also, we've got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about indecision. It's kind of like you have choices, you have options, but you don't know which one you want to take, or none of your choices or options are all that appealing to you. So I kind of feel as though the person that you're asking about has you and possibly another person that they have to choose from. It could even be more than one other person for some of you, honestly. It depends. But they are, I feel like they're really just kind of trying to weigh their options here. I feel like they want to commit to somebody, right? They want to have a relationship with the Two of Cups, but they don't know who they want to go with. They don't know who they want to choose. So if they have been acting kind of hot and cold, kind of distant, giving you like mixed messages, that's why. They are weighing their options, basically. They are trying to decide, like, okay, who am I going to be happiest with, or who's going to give me what I need most or what I want most. So what they're waiting for is a sign, basically, an indicator of who they should choose. However, oh my god, I wish cars would stop going by. Anyway, however, it feels to me like they're not super excited or enthusiastic about any of their options, including you. Just because the Four of Cups has such a fucking drab, like, bored energy to it, you know? And the Five of Pentacles is kind of similar. This is about, like, loneliness. This talks about abandonment a lot, feeling left out, grief, sickness as well, all things that are associated with this card. So it's like they're trying to decide, like, if they should just leave you behind or not. But because their other choices are just as unexciting to them, they haven't, like, made any choices at all. Ace of Swords, this is talking about, like, new beginnings, communication, insight. I kind of feel as though they are keeping their cards close to their chest. They don't want to give you too much. They don't want to reveal too much about themselves or too much about their motives to you at this time, because they are, like, trying to decide if you are what they want. And for some of you, there's not a third party. For some of you, it's just that, I mean, they're still trying to decide if you are what they want, but they don't really have any other options. Their other option is nothing, basically, just staying single, being extremely single. So for some of you, not all of you have a third party situation going on. Okay, so if you hear the words third party and you freak out, like, please don't freak out, because it may not be relevant to your situation. The Three of Cups is about, like, having good times. It's about, like, friendship, partying, like, spending time with people that you like and having a good time with them and celebrating. And I feel as though they are just, at this point, they're just kind of, like, trying to have fun. They're just trying to have a good time. And I guess if they feel like you are fun enough, like you give them a good enough time, that's kind of how they're basing this, that's kind of how they're making their decisions here. It's like, I feel as though your person likes the idea of being in a relationship. They like the idea of being in a relationship. I want to emphasize that. They like the idea of being in a committed relationship. But I don't know that they would actually enjoy it if they were actually in a committed relationship. They like it in theory, but in practice, I kind of get this impression like they might feel smothered or overwhelmed or controlled or just bored. And so for some of you, I feel like your person's just kind of leading you on. It's like they want to feel as though they have someone without actually having the obligations and the responsibilities that come with being in a legit committed relationship. Does that make sense? Because we have all low numbers here. There's this really overwhelming energy of just like immaturity or underdevelopment. Like it's like what's going on here is like a half-baked attempt at a relationship from your person. Does that make sense? Gosh, I hope that makes sense. So basically, I just get this impression like they're not super serious about things. They're just not super serious. And they're waiting to make a real decision until they have figured out like who they think they're going to be happiest with, or until something better comes along, or something like that. Okay. I feel as though some of you are just a distraction to this person, which sucks, right? Like, that's a shitty way to treat somebody, to just lead someone on, you know, and make them think that you're really interested, but in reality, you're not that interested, or you're just trying to have a good time with them and, you know, spending time with them until something better comes along. I feel like for a lot of you, or for maybe not a lot of you, but for some of you, that's what this person is doing. So yeah, that fucking sucks. This person, I think, is just really not serious about things. And so if they've been giving you mixed messages, or they've been really in and out, hot and cold, that is why. They're just trying to have a good time. They are waiting to see if something better comes along, or waiting to see if you are the best that they're gonna get. And I think a lot of you would probably be better off without this person around, to be perfectly honest. I feel like I want to pull out an oracle card or two just to see, because I feel like there's something more that they want to add to this. We have healing family issues. Some of you like this person because you have like mommy or daddy issues. That's what they're saying to me. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just for some of you though. Let's see what we got. Past life relationship. Some of you, this could be a karmic thing as well. These are general readings though, so like these two things are not going to be applicable for all of you. Some of you, this is a karmic thing. There is some kind of like karmic lesson you're supposed to learn from this person. Could be, for some of you, I feel like your lesson is creating boundaries, and learning how to have a greater sense of self-respect, or like learning how to recognize when somebody's just pulling your, you know, tugging you around. And the healing family issues card, like I said, some of you guys want this person to give you the time of day. You want this person to commit to you so much because of some like childhood issues. Some of you maybe have like abandonment issues, or, you know, shit that you have acquired because of how your parents treated you as a child, something of that nature. It's like some of you, I just feel, want to be wanted by this person so badly, and so you don't want to give up on this. You want to try to prove yourself to this person, but it's just not going to work. I just don't see that happening. So I feel like it would be, in general, it would be in your best interest probably to walk away from this person. But of course, this is just a general reading. If this doesn't sound right to you, then this wasn't your message, and pick a different pile, I guess. Yeah, I warned you guys that this would probably not be the gentlest of readings, and I think I delivered on that. So, pile 1, group 1, that's why your person is acting the way that they're acting. Unfortunately, it looks like this is not, it might not be what you want it to be, what you were hoping it was. I kind of feel like this person is just sort of toxic, just kind of wasting your time. So that's all the messages that I have for you today. I hope that this is helpful to you at least. And of course, this probably wasn't something that you were hoping to hear. I don't know. Some people come in here and I give them like the shittiest reading ever, and they're like, why are you apologizing? And I'm like, because most of the time when I give a shitty message, people try to come for me, like, with torches and pitchforks. So, you know, I gotta watch my ass. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So, pile 1, yeah, that's your message. Sorry about it. I hope things improve for you. Things will get better for you guys. There are people out there that are worthy of your time, who will give you the time of day that you deserve to have. You just gotta find those people. They'll come to you. They'll come to you. You'll find them. You're not gonna be alone forever. You will find someone who gives you the love and attention that you deserve to have. This person, however, I don't think is it. Also, I want to point out that sometimes people can change. So it is possible for some of you that later down the road, maybe a few years from now, this person will have changed and they may come back into your life and things might be different. But for now, I don't think that this is the person for you. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Moving on. Group 2, Aventurine. Your overall, like, theme here is to be fair in the reverse. So this card in the upright position is very similar to the Justice card. It talks about balance, stability, fairness, that kind of thing. In the reverse, it has kind of an opposite meaning. You know, it's about injustice, it's about inequality, inequity, a lack of balance, a lack of stability. So your person that we're asking about could be just kind of out of whack, kind of unbalanced, and that could mean a lot of different things. So I think we need to pull some more cards to see what this is talking about. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Why is Group 2's person acting the way that they're acting? We have the 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups again. Group 1 got 2 of Cups. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have the 10 of Cups. Too many cards. 7 of Pentacles and the Emperor. Okay, guys. Your person that we're asking about, I think, feels very imbalanced just in their life in general. I feel as though this person is working quite hard, trying to get things going on the right track. I feel like this person is somebody who maybe has kind of fallen off the wagon and gotten themselves into some kinds of trouble, or they've kind of like dug themselves into a pit that they're now trying to get out of. I feel like this person's just very preoccupied right now with trying to create stability for themselves, trying to regain control over their own lives. Seven of Pentacles talks about like planning, strategizing, figuring out what your next move should be. That's what they're doing, I feel. They're working hard. They're trying to figure out what they can do. And the High Priestess talking about like the unknown. I feel as though they're kind of at a loss about how to do this, how to fix things. I don't think that this stuff really has much at all to do with you. But your relationship with this person is a casualty of this imbalance that they're experiencing. Some things could be related to their family with the Ten of Cups. This person could possibly have children in the mix. That's complicating things. Could have an ex-partner or something like that that's complicating things. I do feel as though this person would like to be with you, right? They would like to give you more of their time and attention, but they just have so little like time and energy to devote to that right now. And I think they feel bad about it. I think they are regretful of that, and I feel like they think that you deserve better. And so if you were to walk away and find someone else, I don't think that they would be mad about it. I think they would be understanding of that. Because they totally know that what's going on is not really fair to you. Okay? This is pretty straightforward, guys. Pile 1's or group 1's reading was kind of intense, but this one is just very to the point to me. They're just very busy. Their shit's kind of fucked up and they're trying to fix it. I feel like I need to pull out some oracle cards, see what they have to add. We have very soon. And, oh gosh. Unrequited love and let your friends help you. This person needs help. Because whatever they're going through, it's something that they are really struggling to get a grip on their own. Unrequited love, this does not mean that your person isn't interested. It just means that they're not able to reciprocate your whatever, your feelings, your they're not able to give back to you what you are giving to them. Okay, that is what's up. So I feel like for most of you, this person's been very distant. They've been kind of in and out. They might bail on plans that you guys make. It's not because they don't like you. It's not because they're just trying to fuck with you. It's because they are just feeling so overwhelmed and they're trying to get a handle on things. I think this person probably has a lot of issues with like anxiety or mental health stuff in general, and that's not helping things. Like if this person was a little bit more like mentally stable, then I feel like they would have a better grip on what's going on, but because they're not, they are struggling a lot. It's not to say that your person, for all of you, is like mentally imbalanced, but for some of you they are. They struggle a lot with like anxiety, or they may have depression or something like that. The very soon card though is telling me that this person is going to get it together. It will take a little bit more time, but I don't think you're going to be waiting for this to happen like real long. Maybe a couple months. I feel like this is an issue that's going to be resolved relatively soon. So if you want to hold out for this person, I mean, why not, you know? However, if this continues on for more than a couple of months, then you may want to start thinking about moving on, okay? Because this person just doesn't have it in them to, like, multitask to this degree, you know, to be investing in whatever issues they have in their personal life and to be investing into a relationship with you at the same time. They just can't do that. They can't handle that amount of, like, responsibility and obligation. It's too much, and that's why they're acting the way that they're acting. Okay, so group 2, that's really all the messages that I have for you today. Your reading wasn't that intense, so at least not compared to group 1. So I hope that this resonates with you, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to talk about group 3 now. So group 3, your card, oh my god, we have the soulmate card. So, the person that you're dealing with probably is a soulmate of yours, and whatever's going on with them is related to that soulmate connection that you have. Okay, so let's see what's up. Why is group 3's person acting the way that they are acting? We have the 3 of Swords. That's too many cards. 10 of Wands. Oh, yeah. 4 of Swords. 10 of Cups. 10 of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. We have 3 10s here. Interesting. So, I think your person has been hurt a lot in the past. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords. These 2 cards both talk about heartbreak, betrayal, something tough, just real tough, okay? And I think that they are carrying around a lot of those wounds and that pain that they have experienced in their past. With the 10 of Wands, that's what this talks about. It talks about carrying around some kind of burden, not being able to release, to let go. And with the 4 of Swords here, this is about going within. It's about reflection, contemplation. They're doing a lot of thinking about what to do here. Like, I feel like meeting you, because you have a soul connection with this person, and it's significant enough that it is affecting this relationship, you probably caused them to experience some kind of awakening to some degree. They probably, the 2 of you are probably mirrors of each other to some extent, and so knowing you, meeting you, getting to know you probably caused them to, it probably triggered some kind of big, like, emotional reaction in them. Something about you has caused, or something about this connection has caused some of their old wounds, their pain from the past to resurface. Things that they didn't address, things that they just kind of pushed down, have resurfaced as a result of getting to know you, because, you know, they probably saw a reflection of themselves within you. Something about you reminded them of themselves, things about themselves that they're not real happy with, that they don't particularly care for, things about themselves that they have repressed. So that's why they act the way that they do towards you. I get the impression that this person probably is quite distant for the most part, but sometimes they are the exact opposite. Sometimes they're very like forthcoming and very loving and very like mushy and sweet and make you feel so important and so loved, but then they kind of switch, and I think they realize that, or it's like they get scared when they realize that they're getting too close to you, or that you are bringing out parts of themselves that they are not maybe super comfortable with. And so they're trying to find ways to overcome those feelings. And the Ace of Wands talks about that. This is like them trying to rediscover their passion, their excitement, their enthusiasm. It's like they want to have a new beginning here. They want to start fresh, but they're not sure how to do that because they're still in this energy of like letting go of the past and healing from the past and all of that good stuff. Let me pull out a couple of oracle cards for you guys. See what they have to add. We have past life relationship. Yeah, this is definitely like a high level soul thing, probably. And we have free yourself and keep an open mind. Free yourself. They're trying to take back control. They're trying to let go of things that are affecting them that they just never adequately addressed in the past. And keep an open mind. This is them trying to... I think this is them trying to actually fix themselves instead of running away from these feelings that they're having, which is what they've done in the past. But I think they've realized now that they can't keep doing that. They have to address some of this stuff that they've pushed down, that they've tried to forget about. And so that's what they're doing. That's why they're acting this way. So I feel like a lot of you probably haven't even heard from this person in a long time. And that's why, because they're busy, trying to stay sane. I feel like they're working through a lot of like emotional trauma, stuff like that from their past. And it's tough. It's real tough, you know? So that's why they're not being very talkative. They're being distant. They're being... I feel like for most of you, you don't even have a relationship anymore. But it's like with the Ten of Cups here, it's like they still care for you. They still think about you, and I feel like they still would like to have a fresh start. They're just not really sure at this point, like, when that will be able to happen. If it will be able to happen. Okay? It's kind of up in the air. So, yeah, group 3, that's the message that I have for you. I hope this resonates with you. I hope this gives you some insight into what's going on. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, these are just general readings. They're not going to be 100% applicable to everyone who watches them. So just keep that in mind. And, take what applies to you and leave the rest behind. So we are going to talk now about group 4. Group 4 was the Tiger's Eye, and your card is a leg up. So this card talks about help. It talks about assistance, like asking for help, receiving help, being open to receiving help from other people. It can also mean that you maybe need to ask for help, but you're reluctant to do so. So let's see what this means for your person. We have the Ten of Cups. This card has come out in, I think, all but one of the readings today. We have the Chariot, the Three of Pentacles, the Magician, Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is kind of similar to Group 2's readings, so you may want to check that out if you feel at all, like, drawn to it, or if you felt at all drawn to that one. This is telling me that your person that you're asking about, that you're thinking about, is trying to manifest things in their life, goals, desires that they have. They're trying to create the kind of life that they want, okay? They have a foundation laid down. They have a groundwork. They're trying to build it up. They're trying to build themselves up. They're trying to create balance, stability in their lives. They're juggling a lot of things right now, I feel. And they're trying to move forward. There are obstacles in their life that they're trying to overcome. I think there are, there's something, I feel like this person is trying to escape from something almost. It's like, and it could be related to their family or people close to them, like roommates even. There's just something I feel that they're trying to move on from, that they're trying to escape from. And so they're trying to move forward. They're trying to create like a new life for themselves almost. And they're struggling to do that. They haven't made a ton of progress with this being a page. You know, pentacles are slow-moving energy, and pages are like something that's just starting out. So it's been a slow process, and they haven't made a ton of progress on it, but they're trying to move forward. They're trying to move ahead. They're trying to like overcome something, some kind of struggles, some kind of adversity in their life. And I feel as though for a lot of you, this person is trying to escape from a situation or particular relationships, maybe toxic relationships, a toxic situation of some kind. And it's almost like they want to make a new life for themselves. And I feel as though your person is trying to, for some of you, your person isn't sure whether or not you are going to fit into this new life of theirs. Others of you, they are trying to find ways to fit you into this new life that they're trying to create for themselves. So let me pull out some oracle cards and get some clarification on this. We have romantic feelings and we have release your ex. Okay, your person, okay, so for a lot of you, I think your person is trying to, your person has feelings for you. That much is clear. However, I think they're not sure whether they should let you go or try to make their relationship with you work to fit it into like where they're going. Is their relationship with you something that they can take with them moving forward? Is it something that's going to fit into the new life that they want for themselves? Or is it going to hold them back? Is it going to draw them back to the past, to take them back to the things that they're trying to overcome? Does that make sense? I feel like a lot of you have a decent amount of history with this person. And that's why they're not sure if they can take you with them on their journey moving forward. And I feel like this person loves you, or they care about you very much, at least. But they just don't know. They don't know if this... They don't know if you will... if they can fit you in. It's like they're trying to put the pieces together. They're trying to build this new, their reality, the way that they want it to be, and they're not sure where you fit into that. Or if they should even try to fit you into that, because it's like there's something about your connection that reminds them of what they're trying to get away from, or draws them back to what they're trying to get away from. I'm not totally sure. This is just general, so hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully you are able to, like, apply this to, like, what's going on in your specific circumstances. Of course, like, take what applies to you and leave the rest, but this is a sad kind of vibe that I'm getting here. Because it's like your person does care about you, but they don't know if they can keep investing in this relationship. They don't know if it's worth it. Oh gosh. And that's tough, you know? That's like that's like one of the worst situations to be in a relationship with somebody, you know? Like, you care about them, but you don't know if you're questioning whether it's something that's viable long term. And for a lot of you, I feel like this might be a case where you guys have just grown apart, and that's something that just happens sometimes, and that kind of sucks too. But, you know, it's life. Like, people change all the time, and sometimes people just change too much, and they just end up going their separate ways, you know? They just kind of drift apart, and I kind of feel like that's what has happened here for a lot of you. So I'm also getting that they might be doing things occasionally to kind of test you, to see how you react to things, to see, to like gauge your thoughts or your feelings, to see. It's like they're testing you to see if they should keep going with this relationship, if they should try to hold on to it or not. Which is really interesting. So guys, that's really all that I'm getting for you guys as far as why your person is acting the way that they are. I definitely get the impression like you have had some conflicts in the past. Or they have had conflicts with people close to you, or I feel as though you have a lot of history with this person. You've been close with this person before, and you may have a lot of mutual acquaintances or family, mutual friends, whatever, and there have been issues in, like, around those relationships. So that's kind of where this is all stemming from. For some of you, your person, I think, wants to move, like, physically, like, move to another state, another city, another country, maybe, because they just want to get away from it all. They want to start over. I feel like your person just wants to start a new life for themselves. And they're questioning, like, if I hold on to... And they're kind of saying to themselves, like, if I want to start over, I can't hold on to things from my past. And unfortunately, like, you are one of those things. And so they're trying to figure out if it would be worth holding on to this relationship, or if they should just let it go. So group 4, I'm sorry, that was sad. That's all the messages that I have for you today. I hope it resonated with you anyway. And I want to thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I am wishing you all the best. And I hope I see you next time, guys. That's gonna do it for today. Bye!